What's up everyone, it's Sean here, and in today's video I'll be reviewing the Nike Air Max 270 in the Dusty Cactus colorway. These dropped today, March 22nd, for a US retail price of $150 and a retail price here in Canada of $200. So the official colorway for this shoe is black, white, and Dusty Cactus. So if you guys haven't seen my previous review of the black and hot punch colorway of this Air Max 270 model, I'll add the link to the video in the description box below. So a lot of what I said in that previous video is going to be exactly the same as this video because of course this is the exact same shoe but done in a different color. So although it didn't officially release on Air Max Day, this was still part of the whole Air Max Day campaign. If the colorway of this shoe looks familiar, this was inspired by the Dusty Cactus or Menthol Air Max 93. So alongside this colorway, they also released another version that was inspired by the Ultramarine Air Max 180. So long story short, this is by far my favorite colorway of the Air Max 270. When I first saw preview pictures of this colorway, I knew that I had to grab this for the collection. So shout out to the Closet Inc. for hooking me up with this pair. So with all that said, now let's take a closer look at the shoe. So similar to all your other Air Max 270s, this is constructed in this one-piece sock-like construction. So the majority of the upper of the shoe is comprised of this white mesh that has these perforations located throughout that exposes the black lining underneath. At the very edge of the toe box, it's reinforced with this black tape-like material that gives you additional durability and reinforcement. And then accented on the lateral side of the toe box, we have this Dusty Cactus colored swoosh. As you take a look at the lateral side of the midfoot, once again we have this additional tape material found at the very bottom, and then right next to this we have another Nike swoosh done once again in this Dusty Cactus color. The medial side of the midfoot is identical to the lateral side except for this 270 branding that can be seen right here. The tongue on these 270s is connected to the rest of the shoe. It is slightly padded, made up of this white nylon, and it features this swoosh and this Air 270 branding at the top done in black. Sitting on top of the tongue are the laces, which are done in an oval style in white. Moving on to the back half of the shoe, we have this black nylon that has this Air 270 branding stamped on in white. Taking a look at the very back, this is slightly padded and it has this Air branding found in the center. On top of this, we have this Dusty Cactus colored pull tab with this Nike and Air 270 branding found in black. And then hugging the back of your shoe, there's this additional padding done in black. These Air Max 270s feature a fairly padded insole done in black. It has this Air Max branding and 326 found throughout, so of course 326 represents March 26, which is Air Max Day. In terms of the midsole, so the frontal half is comprised of just simple white foam, but the back half is the part that we've all been waiting for. So this air unit found on the back half is the largest heel air unit found on any Nike sneaker so far. The air unit itself actually extends up and onto the back half of the shoe, and it essentially serves as a heel counter. We also have this 270 branding embossed directly into the plastic. Moving on to the bottom of the shoe, here we have the outsole. So the forefoot area of the outsole is comprised of both black as well as Dusty Cactus colored rubber. Running down the center, we have this exposed foam done in this Dusty Cactus color, and we have this Air Max branding found underneath the heel. Reinforcing the areas of the air bubble that touches the ground, we have this clear colored rubber that it wraps around the outside edges. So if you guys are wondering how these fit, so I wear between a size 10 and a 10.5 in most of my Nike sneakers. So usually for Air Max, I wear a size 10.5. So for this shoe, I was able to get away with a size 10. If you have narrow or average feet, you could probably go a half size down from your normal Air Max size. To give you guys a point of reference, I wear a size 10.5 for shoes like the Air Max 95 and the Air Max 97. In contrast, these fit me perfectly in a size 10, and I wear a size 10 in other Nike sneakers like the Air Max 1 Pinnacle line, as well as the Nike Sock Dart. Worst case scenario, if you guys are worried about the width of the shoe and you aren't able to try these on in store, then I just stick with your normal Air Max size because at the end of the day, it's probably better if your shoe is slightly too long as opposed to being too snug width-wise. Moving on to the topic of comfort, so the Air Max 270 I'd say is a decently comfortable shoe. It's nothing groundbreaking like Nike React, but overall I'd still say that it's a very comfortable sneaker. This forefoot foam gives you just the right balance between cushioning and responsiveness, and not much else needs to be said about this back heel. So with this massive air bubble on the back heel, you're going to really feel that cushioning and that squishiness, especially when you lean back onto your heels. In my opinion at least, the ride on this shoe feels a lot more natural and a lot more comfortable than say a shoe that features a Vapor Max outsole. So now let me lace up these Air Max 270 Dusty Cactuses and show you guys how these look on feet. As I mentioned earlier, this is by far my favorite colorway so far of this Air Max 270 model. This shoe is going to look amazing during the summer, and I have a feeling a lot of people are going to regret passing on these in a few months' time. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give me that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel, and give me a follow on Instagram at sgo8. Be sure to check out my website as well at seango.ca, and before I sign off, just want to give a huge thank you to The Closet Inc. for hooking me up with this pair. So until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in, thank you guys for the continued support, and I'll catch you guys in my next review.